It's only smells. Wanker.
So welcome back to another one of these ISGP races. This is just going terribly.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Go. So yeah, this is one of those ISGP races. This time with Group B, and a race between myself, g4video5, and LukeRF44.
So.
And this is going to be a race in Spyro 3, and it's going to be a race to defeat the first 4 bosses in the game, including the mini-bosses. So that would be Bluto in Seashell Shore, Buzz, and then the, I guess, Sleepyhead guy in Spooky Swamp, and then Spike. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't planning on like doing the entire game.
Yeah.
You forgot Waldo and Icy Peak. What the fuck?
Waldo?
Oh shit.
Yeah, do you not know Waldo and Icy Peak?
Who's that?
I'm joking.
I actually believe you that there was a Waldo.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I am allegedly a speedrun.
Yes. I thought you, of all people, would never just not fall for it whatsoever. Wow.
I knew he was wrong because I did do a race. But the last Spyro 3 race I did was involving ICP. So.
Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know shit about Spyro 3. Like, I get lost in Spyro 3.
Fair. I think even the developers were lost when they were making that game. So
yeah.
It's on the loading screens. Like, I get confused.
Wait, how'd you get confused on the loading screens?
No, because so all of Spyro 2, every challenge in the level is like weaves in and out of the level. So it's built around the level, whereas Spyro 3, a lot of the challenges are in their own little side areas where you have to go through a portal to get them.
Yeah.
So I just find so much of Spyro 3 like that it's easy to forget about because it's not integrated into the rest of the level.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, definitely. That is one stylistic choice which I actually quite liked about the game. I thought it was pretty, like, it kind of enabled more of a, I don't know, I don't know how to put it. Just like I guess more variety in that sense, though. Like without having to like make a more huge level. Yeah, exactly.
You can construct a lot more in those areas, but obviously, but on the flip side, it's like it is cool to like go around the whole level on doing crazy things like the fracture supercharge.
Did we mention in the introduction that we are getting 30 eggs as well?
Oh yeah.
To get into Bamboo.
No, that wasn't mentioned.
Yeah, like we are required to get 30 eggs to get into Bamboo, just to make the run a bit longer. The only exception is we can skip into the other characters' levels, for the simple fact that we cannot be asked collecting like a lot of gems.
That's fair.
The best reason for arbitrary restrictions. Was I had them.
Yep. Very good. Yeah, dude, I'm watching your 14 Talisman PB. Your hair doesn't look like it's receding that much. You look fine.
Oh, that was a year and a half ago or something like that.
Fair. No, it looks to me so you get like a good number of years out of that. You're not
mine. Both my hairline and my PBs have advanced since then.
Brilliant. What a line. Wow. Both my hairline and my PBs have advanced. That's brilliant. I'm putting that forward as a quote for this tournament. Like that's what. Yeah.
I actually think that I have I've maintained my spot on the leaderboards in my main category since I quit. Well, I say quit. Disappeared.
Yeah. Bradley said you retired.
10 months ago. Yeah.
Wow. Did you really retire?
I started a PhD, so same thing.
Oh, Jesus fucking hell! Wow. Okay, you're a smart chap. Fuck.
Very small, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that quote. But I still think this tournament's quote will always be, to me, Nintendo Gen 64. We keep things as are, and people quite complaining.
Yeah. That's probably like has to be the quote. Like I don't know why. It's like the smallest of typos, but I guess it was just like in the context, it was just funny. So yeah,
it was beautiful.
Yeah. Of course, like I should underline that Angus wasn't being like 100% serious. Like he was being serious to an extent, but like he wasn't like. So I don't know. I guess that was another factor for why it was funny. I'm not sure, but yeah. what else have we had thus far? I mean, Zin, you have a lot of quotes yourself, obviously. Magic number 4. Yeah, Tam, motherfucker. Let's see here. And then Keyford saying, yeah, I am on another level, going to Dark Hollow. So that was good.
Then there's the whole Sweden thing.
Yes, yeah, that's it. You just call Swedish, man. It's Scandinavian. That was fantastic. Yeah. In case you didn't know, everyone in this call, bar myself and Zin, Sweden is not in Scandinavia, according to Zin's amazing geography skills. So
I can never remember which way around those things are. It's like not all of them are Nordic and not all of them are Scandinavia. You know?
yeah, like the way that it works is that Finland isn't in Scandinavia, but Denmark, Sweden, and Norway are. So
yeah,
because I guess I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe I don't know. I guess because like I always assumed it's because they all like Sweden, Norway, and Denmark have like a more or less common language ancestor, and all their languages are to an extent mutually intelligible, whereas Finland is just
whereas Finnish is just a meme language.
Yes, absolutely. It's I mean, I don't even know what to say about Finnish. I don't know where it came from. Or
I love that all of the Finnish people I know for like speedrunners that just like universally prefer Swedish.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, teach me some Finnish, and they're like, oh, I can't speak Finnish.
Well, oh wait, really? That's mad.
Yeah, I mean, they can speak Finnish, but like they joke that they don't understand how the hell it works.
Brilliant. That's gas. Because I was going to ask if they were like from like that, like the border kind of like between.
I'd say they seem to speak Swedish almost. Like a lot of them speak Swedish just as well as speak Finnish.
Wow, Jesus. That's actually impressive because like they're like two languages that don't resemble each other whatsoever in terms of like everything from like syntax to grammar to.
You get the same deal in Hong Kong, right? Where they all speak Chinese just and English about the same fluency.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, no, it's really it's impressive.
Parts of Canada will have the same thing with English and French, maybe depending on where you are.
Yeah, that would be a bit more like. Actually, having been to various areas of Canada, I know like in Quebec, obviously, a lot of them are bilingual. Some of them aren't at all, but like outside of Quebec, like people just are terrible at French. It's funny, but that's kind of more like, or in a sense, less excusable since like English and French do have like a kind of a shared vocabulary and whatnot. But,
Chinese English one's most ridiculous. It's not even, don't even have a shared alphabet.
I know, right? That's fucking insane. Like, and having like those two languages, it's like they're like the top two languages you would probably want to know in this world of today, like English and Chinese. It's just like it opens doors to like so many like different opportunities. So they're like proper lingua franca.
If you add Spanish to the list, then you're set for life.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you probably get Spanish there, definitely. You could say, I guess, French or Arabic, actually, if you want to kind of like work in, say, United Arab Emirates or Qatar or whatever, like them countries. So, yeah, or Saudi Arabia, of course.
Where are you guys in the land of Sunrise Springs, by the way?
I've just beaten the first mini boss.
Okay, so you beat Bluto.
And I'm currently on my way to getting the Bluto.
Okay. Have you got like a concrete egg plan?
I do. I have a route in mind. But I've also completed Sheila right now. Have you completed Sheila, Luke?
No, I haven't, no.
Okay.
Oh, my man, Eric. Yes. Get in. Oh, man. I'm pleased. Yes. Get in there. If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
Oh man, you're never gonna fucking live that shit down.
Yeah, that's funny because I don't even say that much, but you and Johnny have just run with it. So which I'm in favor of. I'm completely fine with that. I enjoy it.
Like you don't say it all that much, but you said it enough times in your LPs to where I was like, okay, yeah, I can use this. So because then I think I told Johnny, and then we just kind of took it from there, and then boom, it's now your catchphrase. To be fair, you got pretty over with this catchphrase, so hey, it's kind of cool. Like you have a shtick, as it were.
Yeah, it's my thing now. Yeah.
It could even be the quote of the tournament. Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't actually realize that you'd actually done runs like that on SICOM G4.
Yeah, I've
There are
done one
definitely a
category.
shit ton of quotes for this tournament.
Oops.
Wait, G-Rick, what the fuck? Sorry, Eric. I just called you Eric. You submitted runs somewhere.
To the speedrun.com place.
Nice. Yeah, 500
Yeah.
2 years ago as well. I've been hustled. You got me on Spyro 3. I've been hustled.
Good man. Holy shit! I had no fucking idea that you had like a history.
Yeah, but it's a very brief history though. But it is there.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this is the continuation.
Alright, so I'm going into Buzz Sparkless, or Sparksless, so...
Sparkless.
I'm a bit,
You're ahead
I'm
of
a
me at
bit
the
nervous. Oh, I see.
I'm just gonna say it's yours to lose now.
So, what's the result? Who have you lost to, G4?
I have lost to Nintendo Gen and Knight NC.
Oh, damn.
You know, that Knight NC guy, you know, he's a bit self-deprecating there. Because he's actually a bit better than he lets on, so...
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Well, Luke's pretty hardcore, so I mean...
He's lost 2 games as well, so I was kind of confused as to who was losing to who.
Interesting. Okay.
Our group might end up weird, because, like, if I'm playing you in Spyro 3, then you can definitely be competitive. We might end up with some weird time.
Good stuff. So you faced Eric already, did you, Newman?
Who's that, sorry?
That's me, Al Malloy. Hello.
Then, like, wait, who have I already faced?
Oh, okay. That was fucking gas. I was like, oh, I guess he's mixed me up with Luke. I don't know.
No.
I said you race. Sorry, I keep calling it Eric at g4video5.
Oh no. We were just talking about organising races.
Awesome, good, because I want to be there for that. That sounds like it's gonna be fucking epic.
You know, that's funny, Al, because even Fissures called me Eric now, so that's starting to spread.
Brilliant.
He suggested Spyro 3, and I thought that was innocently.
I mean, we don't have anything set in stone, so if you want...
No, it's honestly fine.
Okay.
Good stuff.
It's alright, I have a 39th place time on Spyro 3 any percent of time.
Oh, nice.
Man, that's 39 out of, like, what, 7 billion people in the world?
There's only like 60, there's only 61 people that have finished the run of that category.
No. Everyone in the world has played Spyro at least once. Okay?
That's true.
So,
I guess a lot of people have done like 10-hour runs of it, but just didn't recall.
There you go.
But no, like, that category is legit. Like, Spyro 3 any percent is legitimately hard to even finish a run of.
Wow.
Like, you've got to do some crazy stuff to get into the last boss.
Yeah, no, I think
helmet proxy.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing. Oh, yeah. Isn't that kind of just like proper, like, kind of random as to like how it works, or is there like a way to?
No, you can steer it consistently.
Okay.
It's one of those things where it's like you might assume that what's happening is RNG, but in actual fact, it's completely consistent if you're putting in the right inputs.
Of course. Like,
it's like you know, like hockey in well, hockey's not quite the same, but like hockey is like very consistent, almost, well, not 100% consistent, but like it could be completely consistent almost.
Oh, okay.
If you like have the right perfect timing, but obviously nobody has perfect timing.
Of course. Like, I did notice that Bradley, for example, like, I think it was Bradley, was like taking like really early like shots with the hockey, but managing to score each time. So it kind of opened my eyes, like, oh, I guess there's like a specific like input that you do. And I feel like your friend Jeremy, though, when I'm talking about like the game, like it's like a series of inputs, which it freaks me out, like, because it's true as well. It's like it stops being a game and it just becomes like a, I don't know, it's almost like a piano piece that you have to like play correctly.
Which is weird. I'm like completely the opposite of that. Like I just do it as it comes. Like I play it much more platformy.
Interesting.
to an extent, like some of the things, like some of the precise things, like proxies and stuff, it is just like a complete sequence of inputs that's imprinted into my brain.
Fair, that's fair.
Because like you can't reason your way through like the inputs for like Beetle Proxy and Idle Springs of Spyro 2.
Right.
Because it's just too fast for you to think about all the processes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Cool.
And like with stuff like that, you really just need to sit there on the emulator, bored out of your mind for ages while you're talking on mic to someone and just keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was me a few weeks ago, and when I thought that I could join you momentarily in the Spyro speedrunning lore, and I was trying that like wall glide in Autumn Plains to get on the top of the Prix Harbor portal, and then
Grand Ball.
Yeah, it's like it's one of them things where it's like I could do it like second time, or I do it like 202nd time. It's like I don't know. It's weird.
It took me a long time. That was the last trick in 14,000 that I learned to do.
Oh, okay.
And it took a long time, like that, and Dragon Shores, like getting out bound to Dragon Shores, but it took me ages when I was starting out.
Right. Yeah, that one looks it looks pretty like, I guess complicated.
My experience is odd though, because I learned on keyboard.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I got a sub 30, so I got 29 minutes, 14,000 time on keyboard before I finally bought a controller.
You're fucking insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is that's someone who's getting a PhD right now. That makes sense. Okay.
2,000 IQ inputs.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Wow.
It's pretty funny. It became a bit of a meme, and then finally I was like, "Now I'll buy controller." And then like I was shit for a month with the controller, and then I kind of got back to where I was.
Yeah, that's fair. Jeez.
Nicely done.
Yes. What's your PhD gonna be in?
Computer science.
Oh, of course, right, yeah. I should have figured it was something like to do with
my undergraduate and masters were in maths and computer science joint honors.
Wow, okay. I'm like the least mathematically minded person in the world. Like, I'm super artsy. Like, my degree was in linguistics and Italian, so that's kind of an indication as to how terrible I was. But,
there were actually a lot of us in the Spyro speedrun community that are like quite mathsy. Yeah, programming. I mean, I think that kind of mindset is a thing, definitely a kind of thing.
Absolutely.
That attracts that kind of person.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, definitely. It does seem that way. Which is, it's kind of cool that, like, I don't know, speedrunning this kind of old children's video game, it does attract these like like-minded kind of sciencey people, you know. Just like some of the things you mentioned about Jeremy are just like super fascinating to me. Like that he's like the prototype for that almost.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
Oh god. I can't really think of anyone else like him. Like Saboom is the complete opposite. Saboom is like just like this freestyling ridiculous man. Like he does like a route that's like 20 seconds slower than everyone else because he can't be bothered to learn a new route. And he just gets world record anyways because his movement's so good.
Brilliant. I fucking love him. Like, I swear, like, he is me. Like, I live vicariously through this man. When it comes to speedrunning, that is. So,
he's an enigma. I don't understand how he's so good at. Like, it's not even the fact that it's just like he's crazy good at Spyro because he's put all the time into it. He just picks up like any of the Crash Bandicoot games, any of the Ape Escape games, and just does the same thing and just grabs a world record in it.
Really?
Like a couple.
I guess some people do just have that kind of like natural like talent for stuff like that.
He has a like Smash Bros background, I guess. So I guess he has like he's very used to putting in complex inputs as well.
Yeah, so, that's what the username would I guess suggest that. That makes sense.
Like people like spend months grinding and finally like manage to take down his time, and then he'll come back to it for like a couple of weeks and like with a shit route and like doing some
brilliant,
some weird Saboom strats.
That's brilliant.
It must be infuriating. I've never really seriously contested a world record.
Yeah, that's fair. I can imagine it must be.
But I know it is for Chris because like Chris puts like so much grinding time in and like does so many attempts and like finally gets a good run, and then Saboom's just like, oh, I accidentally got a 122.
And he's probably like drinking at the same time. Like, I love that. And like, and speedrunning his sandwich strat or whatever. Like, I love that he liked the job because it was like speedrunning. Yeah. That's like that. I fucking love that. What a dude. But yeah, Ape Escape, I remember that was like the first thing that I ever associated him with, just because I used to, like, I was doing an Ape Escape LP with Crystal Fissure. Or was it with Crystal Fissure? No, I'm not sure. Well, either way, I was doing it. I just remember this guy like commenting on my channel, just saying like, "Hey, check out my Ape Escape runs," and he was fucking amazing. And then it was to the point of like depressing me how good he was. I was just like, "Oh shit, wow, okay." Like, I'll never be able to be as good as that. But like, that was like, Jesus, how long? That was like 8 years ago.
Part of the reason why I went to the last ESA European Speedrun Assembly was because he was going as well. I was like, I gotta meet this one.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I would have went anyways, but that was
fair. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Yeah, he's a certain highlight, so it's awesome. Yeah, cool. No, I love it.
Our celebrities inside of the speedrunning community.
Yeah, that's it. I would love it if he joined one of these tournaments. I know you think he probably wouldn't be arsed, but like I'd like to think that, like, I don't know, like our meme shit would maybe entertain him to some extent. Like, I don't know, but then maybe he gets sick of
him playing the games very much recently as well.
Okay.
I've seen him playing a bit of Crash and stuff, and some Yu-Gi-Oh. But
yeah, I went on his channel. I saw that actually he was playing some Crash, which I was like, oh wow. It was like, fucking hell. It's like, I don't know, like seeing a BBC show on Nickelodeon and vice versa. Weird.
How are you guys both doing now, by the way?
I've just entered Sergeant Bird now. I managed to swim in the air first try somehow.
What, through the bridge or not?
No, the other way. The
out of bounds and then head bashing the water.
Yeah, the beginner's way.
Okay.
Because I did actually try to learn that, but I just could not get it to save my life.
Yeah, no, bridge swim doesn't work for me very well. What about you, G4?
I'm currently entering Bamboo Terrace.
Oh,
he's miles ahead of me right now. I think he's probably got this, unless somehow he dies to Spike.
my protege. This is it.
Oh yeah, because you've got 30 eggs, it probably won't be an easy mode anymore, right? So Spike will be hard.
Yeah, I think anyways.
We shall see.
So yeah, Spike I'm not sure if I've fought Spike. I don't think I've ever fought Spike on like in the last like 10 years. Well, maybe not 10 years on hard mode.
Oh wow. Okay.
The only time I really played Spyro was when I was messing around learning 390%.
Right. Really? Is that then like so? Have you never even completed the game or?
Yeah, casually like years ago.
Okay.
But I never really got back to Spyro. For whatever reason, Spyro 3 is the one that I never bothered to go back to.
Fair. Ratchet 5 will contest this. He's a big Spyro 3 fan, but I personally, it's my least favorite. I still think it's a fucking great game. Don't get me wrong.
I still really like it, but it's definitely my least favorite.
Yeah. Just because, like, this is, I've mentioned this before, but I'll underline again that I feel as though in Jeremy Thompson's stream, the lads kind of underline what I had thought for years, which is the fact that they just kind of crammed a load of shit in and they were, strapped for time. That's, I absolutely got that feeling playing this game. And I guess it's, one of them things where it's, when I was younger, I didn't notice and I thought this game was fucking awesome. But as I grew older, it's oh, hang on, that sorceress super bonus world thing is fucking retarded, stuff like that, it's it's just dumb, the way that you fight her for a second time and she's just in a spaceship. But I know at the same time, I guess it's still cool to fight her again. So yeah, I don't know. For
me, I think it's that I don't really enjoy flight levels in any of the games.
Okay.
Spyro 3 has some really long flight levels.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a 15-minute job or something.
Right.
Because you got to do the race and everything. By the time you've done 3 laps, you're and then I don't really like the alternate characters that much either, to be honest.
Yes.
I can tolerate Sheila because she's still the same idea as Spyro, where it's some animal that's bouncing around and isn't doesn't have a hand cannon or doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big issue for me. Too many extra playable characters. Again, the idea of cramming a load of shit in. They just fucking trot these guys out, and it's
it's
to
cool
be fair.
It's just that the main thing I like about Spyro is the way that you move around.
Defeated Spike. Sorry to cut in there.
Nice.
Oh!
No.
Alright.
I mean, you're taking priority. That was pretty fast.
So,
yep.
Nicely done.
Alright, thank you, Luke.
I was having a hard time trying to in the second part of Bamboo when they're meant to unlock the bridge. I was trying to skip that. I just, for some reason, couldn't do it. So I'm just like done it properly now. So I shouldn't be too long before I'm done. I just gotta finish this level, then beat Spike as well.
Alright, awesome.
Cool.
So
do you want to finish, Luke, or?
Yeah, I'll finish. I haven't got the boss to beat really now.
Good stuff. Yeah, Newen and I will continue our Spyro 3 talk, and maybe
go ahead.
Eric can join. I was going to say you can join
Since
in.
my heart isn't pounding a million miles an hour now.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
I was so nervous for this, man.
It's going to be very the standings of Group B are actually going to be very well contested. Actually,
Yeah, the group is a bit
there's
more
there's now 5
underrated.
of us that are all like kind of taking games for each other. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I think it's a really cool dynamic. Whereas like a Group C, it's like we're all shit apart from like Barons and Bradley, and Toto. Sorry, I forgot about Toto. Yeah,
if Joe plays his games, then because he already beat Wally, which was really surprising to me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Well, to an extent. I mean, they played Bingo, so it's more like so that's much more balanced. Like, if he'd played an actual something close to a category, I think Wally would definitely win.
Okay.
Toto has been around since like 2012, so he doesn't really actively run anymore.
Fair.
I liked Toto's race against SSBM stuff at the SGDQ 2014.
Oh yeah, that was
for
years
Spyro
ago.
3. Yeah. It's really awesome.
Is there a run going now?
It's just finishing up.
Oh, it's
Johnny.
Natrium. Oh.
Natrium. Hello.
On the eye. Coming in your eye.
But yeah, it's kind of a shame that one of Group B isn't one of the top 5 of Group B isn't go through.
Yeah, that's why though I think the playoff kind of thing is good because it accounts for like people in Group B who are pretty good. So
I'm really surprised because when I looked at Group B, I was like, that is the weaker group. Which, to an extent, it still kind of is. Like, it's much more achievable to get top 2 in Group B than it is in the other groups.
Jeez,
Because
there's such serious tournaments all going on.
I'm just surprised by the new standings all of a sudden.
yeah, well, it seems as though you all have like kind of like games that you're like good at and then not good at. Like for example, with yourself, Spyro 2, but then Spyro 1 and Spyro 3 aren't like your forte, and then to the Rick, clearly Spyro 3 is his thing, but maybe not the other two so much. And then Luke, that's why.
The hell was that?
Rick.
Yeah, Eric, did you feel bad about having to skip a stream yesterday?
Oh, there was no stream yesterday.
Nah, Johnny was food poisoned.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Like, well, we had to skip.
Oh, because you got the AIDS. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
too bad.
right.
Yeah, that does lower the immune system. So I guess makes me more susceptible to food poisoning. The food in this case was semen, of course.
Well, for purely selfish reasons, I'm kind of glad you didn't stream yesterday because I was working overtime on Saturday.
I thought it was weird that I didn't hear anything your end.
I was preoccupied.
Yeah, we could do it tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems
Like,
late.
Yeah, maybe we'll just hold off for like the next Saturday or whatever. Are you Benya in Albertine?
No, I'm in the metro.
What is the metro?
Subway.
Okay, finish.
Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, cool. And there we go.
Awesome.
Luke is now finished.
I might have died once, but you know, it's all
Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, that was
It's not even underground. It's the same thing as a fucking train station.
Yeah, that was cool. So G4 defeats Luke in a tightly contested group in Group B.
Yeah,
so,
it was real tight. If
yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Nice.